Today is November 2nd, and we are continuing our trend of looking at all the Thanksgiving media we can find to get some perspective on what this holiday means to the American psyche, right? And for today's choice, we are doing the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving special. So much like Planes, Trains, and Automobiles from yesterday, I decided to do the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving special next because it's probably one of the most, known Thanksgiving things as far as, TV or movies goes. If you search up Thanksgiving shows or movies, it's, one of the first things that pops up. And I really want to try and, hit everything that people know of and then just get more obscure. I feel like that'll be really fun. So we're doing the Thanksgiving special, and it's a classic, so it works. You know, it's funny, Charlie Brown as a character and as, a series, because, growing up, I love Charlie Brown. I love Charlie Brown as a kid. I love Charlie Brown now. But, from watching this and watching every special, it's this kid is a walking depressant. We all love Charlie Brown, right? But, someone needs to, shove some Prozac in this kid's skull. There is a cloud following this boy, right? He just can't catch a break. The beginning of the special. Can't kick the football. Sally won't let him kick the damn... Lucy? See what kind of fan I am? He can't kick that damn football. And she gets him, too. She's like, it's the tradition. It's the tradition. And he's like, I'm just going to land and kill myself. And they talk like this. Charlie Brown, you are talking like this. And at one point, this isn't an actual line from the show. This is just the feud, the anxiety this boy has with the holidays. Linus enters the scene and says, what are we talking about? And Charlie Brown says, we have another holiday to worry about. We have another holiday. And while we're on the topic of Charlie Brown being just a very sad young man, just to do a poll real quick, how many people who grew up watching the Peanuts and Charlie Brown are currently on some medication? Is that a trend? Is there something behind that? Do you think these are the Peanuts they're talking about, My happy pills? Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. Let's continue. So we really kind of get moving when Charlie Brown gets a call from Peppermint Patty, the baseball player, and she's on the phone with him, and she's like, "Hey, yo, Charlie Brown, my dad, he's gonna be out of town, and he says I can come spend Thanksgiving with you, boo-boo. How would you like that?" And, Charlie Brown's a weenie. He doesn't know what to say. And Peppermint Patty just walks all over him. She invites half the town to his house for Thanksgiving. But the bad thing is, here's the catch. Charlie Brown's not going to be there. He's got to go to his grandma's house for Thanksgiving. So, in typical, Linus fashion, Linus enters, tells Charlie Brown, hey, just have 2 Thanksgivings. Cook one for your friends, and then go to your grandma's and have your second Thanksgiving. Have 2 Thanksgivings. 2 Thanksgivings on November 2nd. I didn't even plan that. Then Charlie Brown says, maybe I won't kill myself if we do this. I'm just kidding. That's fucked up. And, a lot of this special is kind of just montages. Snoopy and Woodstock getting everything together, getting the table together. One thing that's really enjoyable is the music that's a part of it. I can't remember the name of the song, but it's like Little Birdie, very jazzy. And when I was a kid, I used to really love that scene. I used to love that song a lot, and I love the part when Snoopy's fighting with the chair. Remember when we were kids and inanimate objects just became people and started doing people things? I don't see that anymore. What happened? But yeah, they get everything together. They get the table together. Snoopy, he starts playing tennis by himself because he's funny, and they get it all together. Then we get a cooking montage, and this is kind of like when the classic Peanuts music comes in. They're well, okay. Here's the thing though, they ain't cooking no. This ain't your mama and grandma's Thanksgiving. This is your I don't know, single dads Thanksgiving feast because they got like bread and fucking jelly beans and like pistachios and shit. I don't know. I guess they just found whatever was in like the pantry. But yeah, a majority of that is just them making like food you wouldn't want on Thanksgiving. Or you know what? Do what you want. I don't care. So then we eventually get to the Thanksgiving lunch, I guess we can call it. Peppermint Patty shows up, Marcy shows up, Franklin shows up. Not the turtle, the boy. And they get ready to have the lunch. Everyone gets on the table, and right before they eat, Peppermint Patty's like, "Hey, who's going to say the fucking prayer, eh?" And then Linus proceeds to do this prayer, and it's a lot in the same vein as like the Christmas prayer, you know, the angel, whatever it is. But it doesn't hit as much because he's, you know, talking about like, you know, the colonizers coming in and like, you know, freedoms and, you know, all people living together and, you know, just like, I get it's a kid's show, but like, you don't gotta lie. And then eventually Snoopy, you know, he's proud of his work. You know, he's doing his little. He starts you know, tossing every. It's actually pretty funny. Like he's just like throwing it. Like here's your fucking popcorn. Here's your fucking jelly beans. Eat it up. And then like right as he's done throwing everybody stuff, he just puts his napkin on and just starts feasting. Like just totally satisfied with his work. And right next to him is Peppermint Patty, and she's just seething. She's like, "What kind of food is this? This is what you're gonna give me on Thanksgiving? Where's the turkey, Charlie Brown? Wait, where's the dressing? Where's the ham? Like she's losing her shit, and Snoopy's like, he literally like takes his hat and just like falls into it. He just melts because Peppermint Patty's just a big old meanie. And Charlie Brown just walks away because he's like, I mean, should I hang myself? And Charlie Brown walks away. He's sad because he just tries and tries and tries. He's old punching bag. Charlie Brown can't win one. And Peppermint Patty's like, "Hey, Marcy, I bet you go talk to Charlie Brown for me." And I don't know what I can't do Peppermint Patty. She's like, "Hey, can you go talk to him for me? Because I can't get my feelings out there." And Marcy's like, "I can do that, sir." The voice acting, too, that's also another thing about Charlie Brown. It's like, it's such an interesting thing, right? It's such a mild-mannered, like, cartoon. Like, it's not anything crazy, but, like, there's something appealing to it. I can't put my finger on, because I do. I love Charlie Brown, but when I watch it, I just imagine, like, what is the appeal for, like, just a child? Because, like, for me, it was, like, almost like a rite of passage for the holidays, right? It was like putting your Christmas lights up. It's like, oh, we got to watch the Charlie Brown Christmas special, or, oh, we got to watch the Charlie Brown Halloween special. Like, it was always kind of like a thing you had to do, but it was, like, something you wanted to do. It's not like, oh, we got to fucking watch that. It's like, oh, I want to watch that. So it's like, I wonder for like kids in the 70s or whatever, you know, if there's a person watching this who could tell me what was like the natural appeal for it. Because I mean, I do love Charlie Brown, but just sometimes I see it, I'm just like, it's funny. It's like just watching little old people. It's great. So Peppermint Patty apologizes to Charlie Brown. But you know, he's like, okay, and they're like holding hands or whatever. And then to wrap up the special, Charlie calls his grandma, and he's like, "Grandma, can I bring my friends?" And she's like, no, she goes, "Wah, wah, 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 wah." And then he's like, "Yeah, they haven't eaten. I couldn't cook, Grandma. I tried my best." And she's like, "I know, Grandma. I know I've never been good enough. I know. I know they wanted to set me up for adoption. I know. I don't know. Why don't you tell Dad? Why don't you talk to Dad about that?" I don't think that's what happened. So then they get in the car. They're all headed that way. They're singing "Over the river into the woods, your grandmother's house we go." And again, like, this joke, I don't know how a child would understand this. Charlie Brown's like, "The only thing is, my grandmother lives in a condominium." But the biggest twist, right? The biggest twist of the whole thing. That was ugly, right? The whole thing is Snoopy in Woodstock. and they were just saving it for themselves. They were waiting for everybody to go, and they had this beautiful turkey, and they were getting these big old slices and eating it up, and they were just having their own little Thanksgiving. And it's cute, like, good for them, but it's like, come on, Snoopy. Man's best friend. So kind of to wrap this up, in relation to, like, Thanksgiving, I think, as far as, like, well, we only have two things to compare, but I think in comparison, the planes, trains, and automobiles, it's definitely more Thanksgiving. I think it hits more on Thanksgiving. It, talks about kind of in a way that, I guess, the pressures or the anxieties of, getting things ready for the holidays. Just, how crazy and hectic it is to have 3 holidays, being a kid's hard, right? But no, I think, in all honesty, it's a great special. It's fun to watch. I still think the Halloween special's better. It's probably the best one, and the Christmas one. The only thing is, like, I think my favorite thing about the Thanksgiving special over maybe the other two is the thing, like, the score, the theme. Like, I like that a lot. I like the way that sounds. So, yeah. Very good special. And if you want to watch it, I watched it on Apple TV with a trial because I didn't want to pay. And it's only like 29 minutes, so, like, just throw it on. Just throw it on. Do the dishes and watch it, or, just sit down and watch it, or just read a book and watch it, or don't watch it. I don't know. I watched it for you. I just told you what happened. Why are you being picky? So, thank you for watching. I will see you tomorrow for day 3. We just did 2. And peace be with you. Be thankful for what you have. Happy Thanksgiving. Gobble, 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 gobble.